done that derivation relating to magnetic field due to a straight current carrying a wire, right? For a finite as well as infinitely long wire, we have done that. Now, so based on this, if we discuss about few geometry like this. We need to know the magnetic field at the center of the equilateral triangle, which is marked here as the point O. So, what will be the magnetic field value at O, that we need to know. All these three sides will definitely be used as what? Finitely long straight wires. Side will be finitely long straight wires. So, we know the formula to find out the magnetic field value due to a straight wire of finite length. So, using that formula, we can find the magnetic field at centroid. See, what will be, I mean, like whenever, just if I discuss about the one side, for example, if I talk about this side, then geometry will be this, right? So, if you want to use these angles, so definitely these angles are 30 degree, yes or no? And what will be the length of this side? Let this side is x. So, what should be the value of x? According to mathematical argument, we know that x should be 1/3 of the median length, yes or no, because centroid divides the median in two portions, that is 2:1, yes or no. So, QO must be two portion, this is one portion, that is x will be 1/3 of the overall median, let it be QM, and the length of the median is how much? √3a by 2, yes or no? If a be the side, then median is, length of median is √3a by 2, so this is 1/3 of the median, so ultimately this side is a by 2 √3. So formula wise, magnetic field at O due to the wire SP, according to the direction of current SP, it will be inward magnetic field, and that will be equal to mu naught I by 4 pi into this distance, which is a by 2 √3, that into, right, that into, being we are taking two interior angles, so they comes in cos, so cos 30 plus cos 30. You must remember the formula. When we take the interior angles at the ends, we use cos plus, right? So here it will be √3 mu naught I by 2 pi a, that into twice of cos 30. Cos 30 each will be √3 by 2, so there are two such values are there. So this is against one wire. All the magnetic field due to all three will be same in order, as because it is an overall system, direction of current is overall clockwise. So net magnetic field, net value of B at O will be equal to 3 times this result, that is 3 into √3 mu naught I into √3 by 2 pi a. So altogether it is 3 √3. Are you getting me? 3 values. I mean, this is the result of one side. So for 3 side, 3 into this. So it will be ultimately 9 by 2. It is 9 mu naught I by 2 pi a. Isn't it? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. The shortest distance x is 1/3 of the median. Median is undoubtedly √3 by 2 of the side. So that means it is a by 2 √3. So according to the formula, mu naught I by 4 pi into the shortest distance, that is x. Instead of x, I have used this value a by 2 √3, that into Okay, okay, no issue. So ultimately, you have got the answer that how to do it. If the same thing is given for anti-clockwise current, the result will be this, it will be outward in direction. This magnetic field value, this much Tesla, okay, inward. This much Tesla inward. Are you getting me? This much Tesla will be inward. Had it been this is given a anti-clockwise current, then the same value at the center and it would have been outward from the plane, right? Now going to the question number 2. This is the equilateral triangle only. This is the equilateral triangle only. Same sides PQS D. D such that this is equal to this. Okay. This is equal to this. So let current be flowing clockwise in order. All the sides are A. All these sides are A each. Okay, all these sides are A each. Equilateral triangle. Now find the magnetic field at D. Find the magnetic field at D. Find the magnetic field. Find the magnetic field at D. Yes. Find the magnetic field at point D. Well, at D, magnetic field at D due to the side SP will be 0. Right. Okay. But when I would like to calculate the magnetic field at this point, when I know this distance is A by 2, right? Being geometrically this is 60 degree, once I drop perpendicular from this required point D on the current carrying wire PQ, so definitely let this point is E. DE will be that x which is the perpendicular distance to be used in formula mu naught I by 4 pi x, right? So that x should be numerically A by 2 into sine 60, isn't it? This is A by 2, this is 60 degree, this is perpendicular in this right angle triangle. So it will be sine 60 is root 3 by 2, so this is root 3 A by 4. So instead of x we are supposed to use root 3A by 4. Now once we join this QD is concerned, being D is the midpoint of the side, so I know this angle is 30 degree, right? This line makes 30 degree here. This is 60 degree. This is the geometrically, this is that perpendicular distance x. So cos theta 1 plus cos theta 2 dash means magnetic field at D due to the side PQ, that will be now mu naught I by 4 pi into x. Instead of x we will write down root 3A by 4, right? That into cos 30 plus cos 60. Is that okay? Cos 30 plus cos 60. So I can cancel out 4. So it is mu naught I by root 3 pi A. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2 plus cos 60 is 1 by 2. So simplifying it, I am getting it is mu naught I into root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 root 3 pi A. This is the magnetic field due to this PQ current carrying I at the point D, and that is inward, right? Now on the other side, when we will talk about the magnetic field, that too being clockwise, same in value, right? So net magnetic field now B at D will be twice of this value. It will be twice of this value. So once I do twice of mu naught I into root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 root 3 pi a. 2 gets cancelled out. Are you getting this one only?